Hey everyone, alright, so we've got slightly different scenery today. I'm out in the lounge with the dogs as everyone else is doing other stuff, so especially with Indy at the moment, I'd like to try and have someone around her when we can. But yeah, so 38 weeks. End of last video, I had commented that it may not be, it may be the last one. Obviously, it's not. But yeah, so it's been really interesting. I have definitely gotten to a point in the last couple of weeks, or since that 37-week mark was approaching, where I was like, just ready for her to come. I suppose once you hit that 37-week mark too, for myself, obviously I have been researching and doing all that sort of stuff along the journey, and also dealing with lots of the women that I help with the nutrition and that sort of thing throughout pregnancy and before and after and that sort of stuff. I know that once you get to that 37-week mark, that baby's pretty much growing fully anyway. She's just waiting to come out, in terms of all the processes that need to happen and for her to be born and healthy and safe and that sort of thing, and considered full term. That is that 37-week mark. So for me, I had kind of told myself that once I got to that point, it's just kind of wasted time in there now anyway, sort of thing. So I really hit a wall with that, I think, and watching back on the video last week, you can kind of see it and hear it in my voice, even the fact that I'm laying down in it. But yeah, I suppose I kind of just feel like I've had enough and I'm ready for her to come out. We've been chipping away at doing things at home to kind of, if my body is ready and baby's ready to come out, that they will help her to come as well. But I have kind of dropped them off a little bit. I haven't been too concerned about them. Still been doing like the massage at night because it's really helpful. Like I enjoy that, and it's nice just to sit and be looked after, I suppose. But yeah, so we're still doing that. We're still doing the nipple stimulation stuff. I can't remember if I said that we were doing that last time, but that's been really good too. Like, so obviously, if I hadn't mentioned it last time, the nipple stimulation can help with oxytocin. So when you have baby and baby is sucking and that sort of thing, it helps to release oxytocin, the good feel hormone. Helps with the breastfeeding, that sort of stuff as well. Two positives out of that: oxytocin helps for labour beginning and contractions and stuff like that, so there is that benefit if and when my body is ready to actually do that. And the other one is that it's getting my nipples used to being touched, which is also quite helpful, I think, because if I went straight into having baby on there, it could be a little bit of a shock. So yeah, so that's been good as well. And sniffing on Clary Sage a little bit as well still. Good girl, it's okay. But yeah, so not a lot has happened in the past week. I did comment last time that I would update on the midwife appointment that we had done. So when we saw her, she did heart rate. You heard, Ronnie? She did heart rate again, which was all fine. The position of baby as well. So baby, Amy believed that baby has got bum on left side, feet on right side, head down and getting more engaged, which was good. I don't know why, but I instinctively feel like her bum's still on this side. I'm feeling more kicks and stuff come through now, which is on this side. But so it doesn't really matter as long as she's head down. Good boy, you okay? It doesn't really matter as long as she's head down anyway, so we're not too concerned about that. But yeah, and Amy did say that she thought that the placenta was on the left-hand side, because I have the anterior placenta, so it's at the front. It will make it harder to feel kicks and stuff like that, or wherever baby is in relation to the placenta as well. But yeah, so, I mean, everything's been really good. We're super prepared for her now. We're totally ready. The lockdown thing is being lifted at the moment, kind of, so from level 4 down to level 3, so pretty much everything's still in place anyway. There's very slight changes actually with it, but a couple of weeks there before they will look at putting us down to level 2, which is a bit more normality back. But yeah, it doesn't really bother me. I don't really mind. I am looking forward to the idea that we can kind of bring baby into a calm environment where there's not going to be, lots of people wanting to come and see her straight away, because people will want to be, which, I can totally understand. But it'll give us a little bit of that time with her before we have to bring everybody else in and get to know her a little bit before then too. With our birth environment, I'm not sure if I've talked about it actually, but sorry, I'm getting sore. With our birth environment, obviously we're having a home birth. We've got our room set up. We've got the pool blown up already. Brendan did that a few weeks ago. And so basically once I go into labour, we'll set the pool up, we'll put a tarp underneath it, put some towels over top of the tarp so that it kind of, if I'm hopping in and out of the water, helps to not make sure it's not slippery. We'll have something set up along the side that's kind of soft so that if I do need to get out to get her out and it doesn't happen in the water, then there's somewhere soft and covered so that we can do that. Lighting wise, I want it kind of dim, so we're going to be using candles, and also we've got a blue light filtered light, so that kind of it's red, which is a really interesting colour when you're looking at trying to take photos and stuff like that, because we will set up a camera so that it's videoing to get a bit of a bit of what's going on, I suppose. I'd quite like to be able to remember that time like that, because I hear a lot of women say that when they're in that situation that they actually don't remember a lot of it when they look back, because you're so kind of in the zone. And with how Brendan and I want to approach the situation, him and I will be quite involved, and I really want to be able to look back on that and see us connecting with baby when she first comes out in those first few moments as well, because they're something that we're never going to get back again. And even for subsequent babies, like this is the first time we've ever been through this, so it's the idea that what's inside right now is actually a live thing that, as stupid as it sounds, is going to come out and is going to be our baby. And so seeing her for the first time because of her being our first baby is going to be quite a surreal experience, I think. Yeah, but so I'm looking forward to that, obviously feeling that in the moment, but then also being able to have some footage back on that will mean a lot to me. And hopefully to our daughter as well, if she is into looking at all that sort of stuff. Another point for these videos, I suppose. Yeah, so that's kind of it for this week anyway. We see Amy again on Friday, which will put us just shy of 39 weeks. So we are getting closer. Even if she decides not to come like soon, and she decides to come by her due date's next Sunday anyway, so it's pretty close regardless. Be nice to her, good boy. Running up out of the way. But yeah, so pretty close to full term anyway, so that's something that we're quite excited about. And now that I can say that it's next Sunday that her due date is, like it's made it a whole heap easier. Okay, I'm going to leave the video there because Ronnie's going to start getting excited with Indy. Okay, cool. So I will see you guys next week. Otherwise, whatever it may be.